Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can trade meme coins in the new pairs section. This is the place that you can make the most amount of money by trading meme coins. And during this video, I'm going to share two different strategies. And if you follow these strategies, you can actually buy in the floor and the risk will be much lower than final stretch and migrated tokens because you will maximum lose 10%, in the worst scenario. So the risk is very low. And on the other hand, if the token can send, you can make 2x or 3x profit minimum, which is great. I have to mention I'm not a financial advisor and this video is only for educational and entertainment purpose. The platform that I'm using for trading is Axiom Pro. This is the best and cheapest trading platform in the market, and by using my referral link in the video description you can get 10% off, and in this way you support my channel. I really appreciate that. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and let's get into it. To follow these strategies, you need a Twitter and also wallet tracker. Luckily, Axiom Pro offers both of them, but make sure to actually join my Telegram channel, FrideDev, because right after this video, I'm going to share a full updated list of KOL wallets and also Twitter handles to track. All you have to do is to add them to your tracker section, and in this way you can see the tweets and also every purchase that happens by KOLs. Okay guys, let me actually share a very important thing to know about new pairs. As you know, most of these tokens are based on a tweet, viral TikTok post, or Instagram post, or sometimes they are based on a news. If the news or the tweet is quite huge, for example, the tweet came from Donald Trump or Elon Musk, since so many people will create the token after their tweet, it's quite hard to snipe them on the new pairs section. It's very hard, and most of the time you will lose money because you will miss the main runner. That's the reason I usually don't recommend to, for example, snipe Elon Musk or Donald Trump's tweets. I prefer to buy them in the final stretch or migrated section, because at least we know probably that's the main runner. And these kind of tweets usually reach millions of dollars market cap. So even in this section and in this section, you can make so much money. If you want to get familiar with these strategies, how to buy tokens on final stretch and migrated tokens, definitely check out this playlist of mine, Memecoin trading strategy. I'm sharing different strategies in that playlist. But let's say, for example, a Guinness record happens, or a Twitter post went viral, a TikTok post, an Instagram post. These are the kind of things that I love to snipe them on the new pairs, because you can't see many, replica for them. And a lot of times, the first one is the main runner. And what I like to see is the volume. I always look at the volume. First, make sure to enable your Twitter tracker, add all the Twitter handles that I shared on my Telegram channel. You should track all the tweets in here, and if one of them catch your eyes, for example, a Guinness record, finding a new animal, maybe on a space or something like that, those could turn into a meme coin, and you should expect that. But you shouldn't snipe them immediately. You should wait for volume. Look at the volumes in here. 400, it's very low. 100. This is actually $8,000, but this is almost on the final stretch, so I can't almost snipe that. You can see the volumes are quite low. I usually looking for 1K or 2K minimum volume. 2K minimum volume in the first 10 or 20 seconds. And if it can't reach that volume, I wouldn't touch the token. This is very important for me. Also, I usually take a look at how many tokens by this dev migrated. This is also important. And as soon as you see the volume spiked for the token, it reached to 1K or 2K, you have to check the tweet. You have to check what it's all about. Does it follow a narrative? Can this actually send? And you decide based on that. So if you haven't saw the tweet on your Twitter alerts, you can actually check them in here. And if you see a high potential in the token, you can actually get into that. For example, look at this one. It has 2K volume, but as you can see, it's definitely a rock pool. I wouldn't enter this. It has a lot of bundles. The top 10 is a lot. Never get into this kind of tokens. Our goal is to enter the tokens at something around $5,000 to $6,000 market cap. Why? Because when the token rug, when it goes to zero, it will probably reach to something around $4,200 market cap. And if you bought that at $5,000 or $6,000 market cap, you will maximum lose something around 10%, which is absolutely nothing in meme coin trading. Until now I haven't seen any good token in terms of the volume. So I don't bother myself to, for example, check this tweet because the volume is pretty low. I wouldn't check that. Take a look at your Twitter alerts, take a look at these tweets, and let's see if we can find something. This is actually a bundle. That's the reason you can see this high volume, this high market cap. Our goal is to enter at $5,000 to $6,000 market cap. And here's the important thing. We usually enter after dev selling his bag. We don't want to get rocked by the dev. If dev doesn't have many tokens, maybe dev has only 3%, 4% tokens, that's okay. You can click on this button and snipe the token. But if he doesn't have, if he has so many tokens, like 10%, wait for his dump because devs usually sell their bag at $5,000 to $7,000 market cap. And when they sell their bag, you can have a good opportunity to buy, and these kind of tokens could easily reach to $10,000 market cap, and in this way you can get a minimum 2x profit. Let me actually show you some examples. As you can see, the volumes are pretty low. This is something around 1K, but in 40 seconds. We want something faster. Okay, today is quite interesting because most of the trendy tokens are coming from LaunchLab and Bank. That's the reason I enabled them. I haven't seen many good Pump.fun tokens. Let's actually see if there's any good token. Look at this one. The volume immediately increased. You should wait for the dev sale. And can you see this? This was a great example. You should buy right after the dev sale. This has a lot of bundle. The top 10 is a lot. You shouldn't enter at this token. Also, I don't think this token follows any narrative. But this was a good example to know you should enter after dev sold his bag at here. You can actually use the advanced feature on Axiom. However, when it comes to LaunchLab or Bank.fun, it doesn't have the dev sell feature. Okay, let's take a look at this one. You can click on advanced dev sell, and as soon as dev sell his bag, you can buy this token. Personally, I don't know what's all about. The bundles seems high. I wouldn't enter this token. Dev still has 7%. You should actually wait. Let's check the tweet. This actually posted recently, but I think it hasn't got any traction. Yeah, it's a tweet from this account. Definitely doesn't worth to buy this token. But if you find a good narrative, a good token, and dev has so many tokens, like for example 10%, click on dev sell and specify the amount you want to buy, like for example 1 sol, and then as soon as dev sell his bag, it will snipe it for you. This is a great Axiom feature, which I really love that. Okay, this is actually a great example. I first saw this tweet on my tracker because we're actually tracking Mert, This person is Helios developer, and many times you can see, for example, some of his tweets turn into a token. He posted this cat with a very interesting name, and everyone expected that this could turn into a token. Someone created a token for this with something around 87 graduated tokens. This kind of devs usually give credibility to the token because there is a higher chance that this token can graduate. If I click on dev tokens, you can see 1% of the tokens he created graduated. He created something around 30,000 tokens. It's better than having nothing. But here's the important thing. As soon as he launched the token, it got a volume, and Dev sold his bag at $7,000 market cap. Devs usually sell at this stage. And this was the best place to actually buy the token. You can see it had a dip until 6,000. If you can buy a token with a good narrative like this one at $5,000 to $7,000 market cap, take it. This is a great opportunity. And as you can see, they've sold the last bag at this candle, and Copsy immediately entered the token at around 7,000, and the token reached to $11,000 market cap. Copsy usually sell his tokens at 11. I'm going to show you many examples like this. But if you bought the token after dev sale, you were able to take almost a 2x profit only by scalping this token. Then, Copsy sold his bag in here, and after his sale, people, since they see, there are not many top 10 holders, they will enter the token, and you can see token started to pump. Copsy sold the last bag in here, and this token had a very nice pump until, something around $200,000 market cap. Sorry, this was another token. This token reached maximum $55,000 market cap. This is the coin that I was talking about. The same thing happened in here. This token reached to $200,000 market cap. This was based on a reply that happened by one of the accounts that were actually tracking. If you add all the Twitter handles that I'm going to share with you on my Telegram channel, you would probably see this tweet. And basically, as soon as someone created a token with 24 graduated tokens, Copsy sniped that at $6,000 market cap, and Dev immediately sold his bag. Copsy didn't wait for the Dev because Dev didn't have many tokens. I think it had something around 5 to 6%. Copsy didn't wait for him. He immediately sniped that. Dev sold his bag, and this was the perfect entry to buy the token at around 6.5 $1,000 market cap or 7. There was a chance that Copsy sell his bag and token goes lower, but since he wasn't in profit, and also that wouldn't be that much loss, I think it would make sense to even interact here. And this token was able to reach $200,000 market cap. Copsy again sold this at $11,000. He usually scalp tokens at these levels. He buy at $5,000 to $6,000 market cap. He sell them at 10 or 11,000. He usually gets a tweaks by using this strategy. And then if the token gets volume, he usually rebuy them at higher market caps. For example, when it comes to this token, he bought this one again at $60,000 market cap at the time that token already graduated. This is a nice strategy that you can use. Buy tokens at $5,000 to $7,000 market cap, scalp them at $10,000 or $11,000, and rebuy them after graduation if you see high potential in them. Okay, guys, let's take a look at this one. Ethereum. You can see this actually posted few hours ago, and it got so many attraction. It went almost viral, and this is quite interesting because so many newbies entered this space. They type Ethereum like this rather than this, and this had a good potential to turn into a token. I saw many tickers for this. I'm going to show you some of them. But for example, look at this one. They've launched a token. It reached to around $8 or $9,000 market cap. It had a quite good volume, something around $5,000 at this stage, and it dumped. Many people thought this token died. They've sold his bag in here, and this was the place that it was no brainer to buy the token. And as you can see, it went all the way to $500,000 market cap. Actually, recently, Geek bought the token, which was quite interesting. Many KOLs entered to the wrong ticker, but even those people were able to get profit from this one. Let me actually show you on my in here. Okay, this was another ticker, and this one graduated as well. You can see again the same thing happened. They've bought, they've sold. You were able to enter quite early at around this time at around 9,000, and you can see casino entered that. So you usually have time, especially if the tweet is for example, went viral recently. If the TikTok video went viral recently and they are not based on the news, you have time to do a research about the token and buy it at the earliest stage at around $5,000 to $6,000 market cap. You can see the token, since it wasn't the real ticker, it went almost to zero, but it's still at around $6,000 to $7,000 market cap. So if you bought at those levels, you would never lose the money, and this is a great strategy that you can use. Okay, now let me show you the second strategy. In this strategy, rather than looking at all new pair tokens, we only open our wallet tracker, and as soon as we see some KOLs like Copsy or YOLO, these people usually snipe tokens at $5,000 to $7,000 market cap. As soon as you see these people, these KOLs bought the token early, you have time to check the token. You wouldn't snipe the token immediately. You have to wait. You have to check the narrative to see if the token follows a good narrative or not. And if you believe on the token, you have to wait for the KOL sell. For example, in here, Copsy bought the token at $7,000 market cap. You shouldn't enter this token at here. You should wait. As you can see, Dev sold his bag. After he sell, the token dumped, and then Copsy sold his bag again. In here, this was the best place to buy the token after Copsy sells, because most of the tokens on the market are PvP. What does PvP means? PvP means player versus player. When one KOL is out, another KOL will probably enter the token if the token has a good narrative. If I want to give you a good example for PvP, I can, show you this. This token, even the tweet was based on PvP, which was quite interesting. You can see Copsy bought this token quite early. Token had a nice pump. Dev sold his bag, Copsy sold, and token reached to $14,000 market cap. And you can see after this sell, token pumped. Another player, another KOL entered this token, Assassin, and Assassin, dumped his bag in here at $35,000 market cap. But after him, another players entered the token. You can see these big pumps. So a lot of times when a KOL sell his bag, this is a great news rather than negative. If you're following Casino on Twitter, you've probably seen that He's always complaining about some cables that they are waiting for casino sale to pump the token. They usually accumulate the token as soon as he sell his bag. This is the meaning of PvP. You can see this token pumps so hard, reached to $96,000 market cap. That's why if I see Copsy bought the token, it reached to, for example, 8 to 9,000. When he sell, the token will reach to $5,000 to $6,000, and buying the token at those ranges is no brainer. Even if it can't pump, you probably wouldn't lose money. And you can always scalp them at $11,000 market cap. This is a very critical level. Most tokens can't pass this level. And after this, you can sell the tokens at $18,000 because most tokens can't reach 20. And then after 22, that's where the token could have a very high potential to graduate. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and like this video.